I started my journey in 2017 to improve my health, it really started when I learned the curing power of plants and quickly understood that food is medicine. I thought if I can change my diet, I can eliminate my health issues that I don't want to take medicines for. So my motto became, Edelita, you are what you eat. Now, do I love to cook? Let me be clear about that. I don't. No, no. I love to eat, but not cook. Did I know that using food as my medicine was going to demand so much of my time? Heck no. The world is constantly on the go, and self-care takes a backseat. I knew something had to change, but we chicken out because we have no time to implement the change. So here's how I created time for my health. I break it down into 2 steps only to make it easy for you. 2 steps. It's transformative. Not only will you feel physically stronger and more energized, but you will also notice a positive shift in your mental and emotional well-being. Hey everybody! Welcome to Sunday Drive, my weekly live and your weekly dose of motivations, where we discuss the triumphs and challenges of starting and sustaining or maintaining a healthy lifestyle. I'm your host, Edelita, and today we're diving deep into the topic of something that many of us can relate to. What it is the struggle of finding time for our health. When I started my journey in 2017 to improve my health, it really started when I learned the curing power of plants and quickly understood that food is medicine. These 3 words just captivated me. I remember when I heard that and I read that and understood, I said, okay, that's it. 3 words. Food is medicine. It stuck with me forever. And maybe because I don't like to take medicines, if possible. So the possibility of making food or using food as medicine was so attractive to me. I thought, oh, this is great. This is great. If I can make myself to eat healthier, I get 2 benefits. 1, I don't feel hungry because it's food. 2, I don't need medicines for my stomach bloating, nausea, allergies, and diabetes. It's like hitting many birds in one stone. So I thought if I can change my diet, I can eliminate my health issues that I don't want to take medicines for. And plus, my stomach is full. Wonderful, right? I felt like I just found the antidote to solve everything. What can be more economical than this? Just change your diet and many other things like spokes in the wheel will align just like that. So my motto became, Edelita, you are what you eat. So I soak myself into different plant-based recipe books, search the internet for, easy to prepare healthy meals, and spent much time in the kitchen. Yes. Now, do I love to cook? Let me be clear about that. I don't. No, no. I love to eat, but not cook. And I hated to be in the kitchen. I remember I can talk myself into washing the dishes and buying kitchen equipments, but I want to have somebody to do that for me. So I don't like cooking, especially raw food, and it's most especially vegetables. But here's my confession. During my first 7 years here in the United States, I survived my family with ready to eat microwavable foods. Just 2 minutes and I have the meal. We also survive in dining out, and occasionally, just occasionally, cooking by deep frying fish, meat. I figured that if I cook, I need to use oil deep fry because it's just quick. It's quick to do and tasty. So for me, I thought it was ridiculous to spend a lot of time in the kitchen just to fill my stomach. So I thought just something to get into my stomach so that it doesn't keep, crouching. But I was wrong. I was not feeling good. My stomach bloating, nausea, and constipation got worse. My allergies got out of control. And to top it up, I have developed diabetes. So you might say, what's the big deal, Edelita? You are a doctor, right? Yes, I am a doctor, medical doctor, internal medicine doctor. And it's my job to prescribe medicines. But I don't like to be on medications for myself. That one thing I'm so sure of. Fast forward, did I know that using food as my medicine was going to demand so much of my time? Heck no. No, nobody forewarned me. Well, I was like many people, maybe like you then. I led a busy life. Between work as a medical doctor, family, and other responsibilities, many of us feel it is impossible to prioritize health, right? Especially nowadays, the world is constantly on the go, and self care takes a back seat. That's just a reality we all face. And I was not immune to that. And I know it's a common struggle that we all face, finding the time to dedicate for healthy habits, regardless of age, whether young, middle age, or older people. We all have this challenge, regardless of socioeconomic status, regardless of educational background, whether you're in the medical field. We all have this challenge. We share this challenge. The challenge of what? Finding time. Time constraints. It took it took a moment of realization for me. I found myself feeling exhausted physically and mentally. I knew something had to change. And I don't like living that way. We all know. We all know we need to do something different. But we chicken out because we have no time to implement the change. Now I know it's just a myth. So here's how I created time for my health. I break it down into two steps only to make it easy for you. Two steps. Take note, I am using the word create and not find. Why? Because when you say create time, you are intentional and proactive. But when you say, I'm going to find time for that, well, guess what? And tell me if I'm wrong. Out of the 100 things on your list to do for the day, and eating healthy is number 99, what is the chance you can find time to plan for a healthy meal? What is the chance that you can do your exercise? Maybe 1%? So stop saying I'll find time because you're never going to find it. Instead, you say, I'm going to make time for it. Now, here's my two simple steps in creating time for my health. Are you ready? All right, step number one, examine your daily routine. I remember writing on a piece of paper what I routinely do from the moment I wake up to my bedtime. Yes, I took that time to write down. Number two, identify small pockets of time. you could dedicate to your health and execute. Identify small pockets of time in between those routines, in between those tasks, and then insert just one simple habit, healthy habit in there and execute. I know you're thinking, well, Edelita, can you give us an example of how you found those pockets of time? Absolutely. I'm going to share it here. I began waking up earlier, a little earlier, to prepare a healthy breakfast. So instead of waking up at 5:30, I woke up at maybe 4:45 or 5 to prepare my healthy breakfast. Now I'm eating a healthy breakfast. And now I have more time to insert something else, another healthy habit, meditation. By just waking up a little bit earlier than your usual time, right? Those extra minutes in the morning, I tell you, it sets a positive tone for the day. It sets a positive tone for the day. And here I'm going to show you how I do it, during the day. During the day. Now that I'm almost working from home, I'd say I could easily cross over working, um, working from my private practice to shifting to household chores because I'm just in the house. So there's a easy crossover of work and household chores. And it can even be more challenging. I'm sure for stay-at-home moms and working from home people can relate to this. So during the day, I also made it a point to take short breaks during work hours to stretch, to do breathing exercise, or even take a quick walk outside. How did you manage to incorporate exercise into your busy schedule? To tell you honestly, it was challenging and it still is. This is me a week ago. Just to show you how I'm trying to get those small pockets of time in between my work here at home for my practice, right? So it was challenging and it still is challenging to find the time, but I realized that even a short amount of time, workout, dance sessions, I love to dance, or yoga practice could make a big difference, a huge difference in my energy for that day and for the rest of the days if I keep it regularly. I set an alarm on my phone. Right? I set an alarm on my phone and set aside dedicated time between day work, even just for 20 minutes, even just for 20 minutes to move my body and relieve the stress. It became a non-negotiable part of my day. By doing it regularly, cueing myself. Now, what about meal planning, Edelita, and nutrition? Well, meal planning was a game changer for me. That's another bowl game, different kind of bowl game. This is what I did. I started dedicating weekend time to planning and preparing healthy meals that I'm going to consume for the next, for the upcoming week. So batch cooking on the weekend. This saved me so much time during busy weekdays and ensure that I was nourishing my body properly. Again, making the time on the weekend. You might ask, is it worth it? How has prioritizing your health impacted your overall well being? To me, it's more than what I expected. The price is. It's transformative. Friends, it's transformative. Not only will you feel physically stronger and more energized, but you will also notice the positive shift in your mental and emotional well being. I used to be irritable, easily annoyed, but because I provide time for meditation and feeding my body with the right nutrition, all the feel good hormones, align and support me to become a better version of myself. And you can have that too. Prioritizing your health will allow you to show up as a better version of yourself in all areas of your lives. So, my advice to those who are struggling to find time for their health, my advice would be to please stop finding time because you're not going to find it. Very less chance you could find it. Instead, create it or make time. Start small and be consistent. Use those small pockets of time in your day, no matter how small, and use them to prioritize your health. It's about making intentional, at the end of the day, it's really making intentional choices and being kind to yourself. Remember, every step counts, no matter how small that change is. A small but consistent step in the right direction is better. It's better than a giant step in the wrong direction. That's it, my friends. I hope that I've inspired you today. Thank you for joining me. I also hope you're going to make it a Sunday routine to join me live here in the Lifestyle Changers MD. For those who could not catch me live, this this video is recorded in our group. Feel free to share this if you feel it's helpful for anybody you know. So the time for our weekly dose of motivation here in Lifestyle Changers MD is every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And to my kababayans in the Philippines, it's 11 p.m. Sunday. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next week.